Gotta tell me when you go. On now? All right, hey, day 167, raw video. Gotta do this. Just get to it. First day of summer. Oh my God, and it's beautiful weather. And I just bought a boat, my first speedboat. So let's listen to the old pontoon. But hey, I bought a 1988, old school. Live within your means. It was a good buy. So, Gator, he said, hey, how about some weather stuff? Check ride, kind of questions they ask. Yes, there's a whole bunch of stuff to study for weather. And inside Helicopter Line Ground School, which I'm the creator of, Helicopter Line Ground School, we have a whole great big huge section on weather, right? And it's a lot of stuff. But his question was about check rides. On check rides, an examiner isn't going to have time to ask you 100 weather questions, but he's going to ask you about the stuff that can kill you, okay? You have to understand fog, and you have to understand how it forms. You got to understand when that temperature dew point are getting close together, you're in danger of fog. You got to know how that happens, because that is going to be a killer, right? Inadvertent into IMC, visual or instrument, going inadvertent IMC. That's how people get killed, right? And thunderstorms, another big one. They're going to ask you about the 3 stages of a thunderstorm. They're going to ask you about how thunderstorms, how they form. Anything that can kill you. And it even makes me think back to my private, one of my instructors, Brad, who said, you know what? Helicopter aerodynamics, helicopter emergencies, and anything that can kill you. So, is he going to ask you a bunch of questions about the atmosphere at 60,000 feet? Probably not for a helicopter pilot. And I'll even say I can remember taking my CFI check ride with Tim Tucker, and he's like, well, what do we know about weather? What do helicopter pilots do? And you got to know a little bit more about than that. But again, we have a whole weather section inside Helicopter Ground School that we're going to be updating, and you have to understand the fog, the thunderstorms. He's going to ask you all that kind of stuff. And TAFs and METARs. You have to be able to read TAFs and METARs. Yes, it's a pain to learn, but you know what? Once you get it, it ain't that bad. It's not that hard to refresh your memory. You have to spend the time, because he's going to want to make sure on your go, no-go decision, you know how to properly check weather. And one examiner I've used for 20 years, he takes you right over, and you have to read a TAF, and you have to read a METAR. And he does that whether you're a brand new private pilot or you're an add-on private pilot. That's where a lot of the private add-on guys get frustrated on an add-on, because they're like, well, I'm already a pilot. Doesn't matter. He's going to want to make sure that you know how to do it. So, a daughter of Gloria swimming for me today. It is the first day of summer. We'll do some more bits on weather coming up, and I'm going to wrap this up because I just bought a boat. I just started it. We just started across the lake and we're going to get fuel, but I had to do a coffee with Kenny, and I thought, you know what, it's first day of summer. Let's do one from the old 1988 Starcraft. I like old school. Simple. Thing runs nice. Starts really good, runs really nice. The way I like it. My daughter's grinning at me. So day 167, and when you subscribe, click the that little bell, because if you do that, you get notified of our daily video. Every single day we put out a new helicopter training video. We talk about training, careers, check rides, anything and everything's fair game considering helicopters. So once again, and we'll get this thing cleaned up too. Right now we got everything just kind of thrown around because I just picked it up. Day 167. Peace out. See you day 168.